My name is Pratham Sinha and I have created this replica of the classic Space Invader game in Python. So this is the program that I wrote in Python, and let me just explain to you what this code does. First of all, you can see here all the program files are here. This is the main program that you are seeing, and this is the background image of our game, and these are the NPCs and characters of our game. So this is the Python code. I have imported the libraries. The most important library here is the Pygame library, which enables the gaming in Python. In this line of code, I have initialized the Pygame library, and here I have created a screen object with these dimensions. So width is 800 pixels and height is 600 pixels, and the caption of that screen is Space Invaders. I've also made this icon. So when the screen will appear here, there will be an icon on the top, and that icon will be whatever this image is. So I will show you. So this will be the icon. You will see when I will run the code. And I load the background image and the player image. Then I set some default values for the player position and a change in the position to be 0 initially. Same for the monsters. I put some default position, but the default positions for the monsters are randomized so that we will not know where the monster will spawn. And then the bullet. So the bullet will be spawned whenever we press the space bar, it will be spawned near the player. So the position of the bullet is initially the same position as the player, but then it will change. Here I have defined some functions to show the score, to initialize the player and repeatedly change its position. This function basically uh, shows the image of the player according to the position which is given to it. This function detects a collision between the bullet and the monster. So here you can see I have asked the argument for monster x and monster y, which corresponds to the monster x and y coordinates, and the same for bullet x and y. And if the game is over, then it will show a game over screen that is controlled by this function. So here is our main loop, which will always be running until we either press the cross icon on the screen or the game is over. Here, this for loop will get all the events that are captured by the computer when the game is playing in when the game is running, and these conditions will initialize the player positions in different conditions. So like if game is not over yet, then you have to update the player position according to the user's command. So here you can see the user commands. If the user presses the left key, the player position change will be -5. So it will go to that pixel which is 5 pixels to its left. If the player presses the right key, then the player will go to the pixel that is 5 pixels right of it. And if it is the space bar, then it will fire the bullet. So the bullet state will be fired. Then these are the conditions. Like if the game is not over, then you have to update the monster position, the player positions. If there is a collision, then you have to basically kill that particular monster and respawn a new monster. and then after every loop, the screen has to be updated. So now I am going to run this program and see if it works. So you can see the player is here. I can control the player and the enemy is coming closer to me. I can uh, shoot a bullet, and if the bullet touches the enemy, it will despawn and the score will increase by 1. So I have got a score of 2 right now. Now let's see what happens if the I am not able to kill the enemy and enemy comes to hit me. You can see the game over screen has come. So this was my project. Thank you for watching.